Well, hey there, that's a different skyline. So you might have noticed something with Splatoon 3. I have now purchased the DLC. I was just in the Inkopolis Plaza from Splatoon 1. Very nostalgic, but that also means that I have purchased the side order. So I figured I would show off a little bit of that. So why don't we head on over to the order sector? I'll see you over there. Okay, here we are. And here is Agent 8. This is, I think, more or less the same 8 I had from 2. I don't quite remember how she looked, but yeah, I figured she'd be different than my normal avatar. So yeah, I've played through a lot of this. We have ascended the tower many a time. If you aren't familiar with Side Order, it is a roguelite mode they put in the expansion pass. Decently beefy kind of campaign if you're willing to do everything in it. And at this point, I've long since beaten it. I figure probably a lot of people have. And I just kind of want to just do a casual run and just kind of talk about it as I go, just to pay lip service to it, just to give you a rundown here. Marina has given me a ton of hacks, so I have like the max damage, the maxed armor. You know, I take the least amount of damage, so I'm sitting real pretty on a lot of this stuff. Um, I've turned all these things off because at this point I am now trying to get as much of the chips as I can. My colored chip collection is I've seen every chip at least once, but I still need to get 5 set in a run to get some of these fully maxed out. I have this one left in power. I have a few left in pretty much all the other categories except for like drone and yeah, I think drone and range I actually got everything finally, but yeah, I just figured I may as well stream or well not stream but record this. So I'm gonna select the Splatling here if I can actually remember where it is. Was there we go? I'm blind. But yeah, I figure I'll just try out a fairly casual run and we'll see where this goes. Um, I can talk as I go here. I have enough hacks going that this shouldn't be that hard at this point. I've done everything though. I've even gotten the badge for doing a no hack run with Agent 8's whole thing, so that should be pretty good. I think we'll go with ink recovery for right now. But I figure I have nothing to prove here. This can just be for fun. I've beaten this with every weapon and all that stuff. So yeah, it's a pretty fun mode. I've been devoting a lot of time to it. I'm glad that I just kind of did it for me though at the time. I didn't want to stream it like live or anything because I just kind of wanted to learn it at my own pace. So to start off, I guess with like a mission like this is one of like the 5 different mission types that we have here. You have to escort this little tower along the track, not unlike Tower Control, but it is a bit different. And along the way, we got enemies getting in our way here. But yeah, this was pretty self-explanatory. This is a pretty simple one. It's a very enclosed level. This is to give these guys no chance to catch up to us. We'll get this guy moved up from over here, and I can actually probably just stay over here and be totally safe. It doesn't have quite enough. There we go. There we go. I'm not gonna get any awards for clearing this quickly or anything, but that's not so bad. These often start very easy. They get harder. So poisoning's always good to have. I think I'll go with that one. So basically, if you to get the flow of this out of the way, I guess every floor you have a selection of different power-ups you can pick up, and your goal is to try to get all the way to the top. And if you die, you lose everything. You gotta start from scratch, or else pay a very hefty price. And yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. It can be pretty challenging. It's definitely not going to be a mode for everyone, but I have been enjoying it a fair bit. And we got all these guys here. I'm going to try and use this spinning top to help me out, maybe thin the herds. There we go. Yeah, those tops are very strong, especially since I've I think I've upgraded things enough. And we actually got an updated time, so that's cool. But yeah, it's been a really fun mode, just very addictive, kind of going from, point to point. Eh, I guess, what do I want to do? Well, I'll do the disc just to have a little variety here, because the discs are nice. Um, every so often you can pick up discs that will have Pearl charge up her step off song, which can knock enemies away from you and temporarily stop enemies from spawning in, which is always helpful. So this mission type is pretty fun. It's all about uh, tracking down these enemies that just run away all the time and taking them out before they can flee. This particular setup is pretty easy. There's not really much for them to hide. And we just pop those balloons and off they go. So that's a pretty fun one. But yeah, I am on the lookout for the Splatling Barrage one. But I guess we may as well get some ink coverage too. But yeah, I really want to get the Splatling Barrage if I can. Because that's like the last power chip that I need to max out. Just for completion's sake, you know. Here's a ball one. We have to sink these 8 balls. Meanwhile, enemies will attempt to take them from me, which, good luck. Oh, they both fell down here. Lovely. I was hoping that they would not do that, but it shouldn't be that bad. That other one should go in just fine. And then I just gotta nudge you in place, but then this guy's gonna smack it. Or not. There we go. Those can be kind of temperamental. You have to be careful with how you shoot them and hope that they actually land at the goals right away. I've had that one finish pretty quickly. There we go. Okay. So this increases the number of shots fired, which it's just like a raw damage increase really, because I don't think it uses up more ink. But the problem is I have to find 4 more of those as we ascend the tower if I want to max it out. Okay, we're taking care of more portals. This shouldn't take too much time. There we go. And that explosion should have taken all those other enemies out. There we go. Simple enough. The only issue right now is that I don't have any piercing shots, so all of these enemies kind of just get in the way. That wasn't so bad. I feel like among some of the other weapons, the starting Splatling's pretty strong. I mean, of course, I have upgrades at this point. I have the hacks to make me stronger. Distant damage is also pretty good. We'll go for that. I'm going for a very attack-heavy build, I guess, this time. But you can try and have a kit based around the Pearl drone. You can have one that's just support based, so you recover your ink really fast, or stuff like that. There's a lot of flexibility to how you play. Alright, this shouldn't be that bad. Take care of these 2. And this should go down really quickly. But now this one might take a bit more time. Get you guys out of the way. Let's get off of this before it falls again. There we go. So these are pretty simple, but they do get a lot tougher as you go. And in general, I think I haven't been picking very tough ones anyway. It should start to heat up now. See, there's a hard one right there. The thing is, I don't really have any explosions, so I have no use for that one. We'll just go with Ink Saver. I could also pay to re-roll the rooms, but I want to build up my money. Because my strategy has been saving up as much money as I can for when I go to the various vending machines, at which point I try my best to... I already got that guy, but he ran away. Oh, can I... No, you ran away before. Now, I'm not as fast as I could be with this, unfortunately. Let's just try and Booyah Bomb you since you can't move. Or you'll escape anyway and make a fool out of me. I mean, you're taking damage from the poison ink, so there we go. The fleeing enemies can be kind of annoying depending on placement, because if they see you looking at them and you're more or less at the range to hit them, they will flee. Lucky chains and lucky bombs. I do like lucky bombs. Killer whale would be good too. Max lucky chain. We'll do this one just because it gets a little more money and there's a bonus attached to it. You can find bonus rooms which will give you either an extra challenge for more money or this one where you get a bunch of chips to fill in your thing. So if I look at my palette right now, every single empty one is filled to the brim with the range type chips. So I have like huge range, I ink a lot more, I pierce, my special meter goes up faster, enemies take more damage when they're stuck in my ink, all this stuff. So that will make this mission actually a lot easier. This one is pretty infamous too, I would say. Um, yeah, this is actually going to be probably a breeze because we have a really good weapon for this. So basically, the whole rub here is you have to keep both of these zones painted, but you've got these sprinkler enemies that are constantly trying to cover it. And then the big sniper tower enemies will spawn every so often to try and take pot shots at you. And I'm thankful enough to have good range with this little chip bonus, so this shouldn't really be that hard. In fact, this might even be a record. Okay. So yeah, that was actually pretty lucky. It's not a record time, but I don't really think there's a way to do that any faster, so I probably just hit that timer before. But there we go, that's cool. So yeah, sometimes should we get a bomb? We'll get a bomb. It'd be nice to have Pearl do something in the background. Yeah, sometimes those bonuses can make those levels a lot easier, because normally that's a pretty annoying one if you don't have good range. Now we're back to normal, so I won't be inking and moving as fast, so is what it is. We'll take care of this one because there's no enemies coming out of it. And then let's get this guy and knock you in the way. There we go. Poison ink doing some work here. There we go. That's pretty simple. I'm pretty sure we already saw this layout already, though, so you can kind of see that while the game does have a lot of random elements to it, you start to see a lot of things, including the bosses, which we are about to fight one of. So I have not... There is a hack you can purchase so you can see what boss you're going to fight, but, like, you can't re-roll bosses, and there's only 4 bosses in the game, so I don't really see the point in that. This is going to be the parallel canon. This is going to be the fight against the you know, the fighting polygon team of Inklings, which is kind of funny. So, a bunch of enemies that have pretty familiar weapons and tactics. You're being very annoying. I mean, you can come up here if you want. Wow. Why are you taking so long to kill? Okay, that took a little longer than it should have. Next one should be coming soon. Let's just get this inked up a little bit so they have less room to work. Immediately doing their special. We already got one, but then this guy's over here being a nuisance with their dualies, and also summoning enemies, which is always fun. We have one last wave to go of, I think, 4? Yeah, 4 for this one. The bosses are a bit different, depending on if you encounter them on floor 10 or 20, which is kind of nice. You know, a little bit of variety, but not enough. Let's just booyah this guy. You have no chance. There we go. We got a wipeout. And you fight way more enemies on the 20th floor if you get this one too. So that could have been harder, but having the range to just kind of pin them down like that is not bad, because they use like dualies, brellas, blasters, a roller, and a few other things. I haven't really been using my sub weapon at all, though. Let's go with the vending machine, because I don't really like my options here. But there's no guarantee I'll have good options in there anyway. So let's see what we have. I can get a killer whale. I could trade up my wall for a sprinkler or a Trizuka. I'm going to actually get the sprinkler, I think. And I think that's all I'm going to get here. Because I don't really want to get multiple things on Pearl at this point. The killer whale takes a long time to fill up unless you really build for it. But the sprinkler is really good. Ooh, oh, these are all good, actually. Piercing is really, really good to have. The mid-fire charge lets me turn this into a Nautilus, basically. I'll go with piercing because I think that'll be more helpful in the long run. But yeah, so we're 12 floors in. We're almost halfway through, and I still haven't seen another barrage chip, which is a little annoying. And this particular 8-ball one is kind of a pain. This one, what I try to do, I line this up, and then I send that flying, and hopefully it hits that target. And it didn't. It's going to fly off, I think. Yep. Well, it's going to be annoying. Well, you do what you can do. Well, this one got in. So that's nice. And like, there's like these little things here that can make them go up, but I find the balls don't really go up the speed pads that well. Alright, you can go there, I guess. Just throw this down in case the enemies come my way here. So we'll have to do this the long and annoying way now. Unfortunately. And you bounced all the way over here. You couldn't have just not. Yeah, I'm glad these don't fly off the stage anymore, but I'm still not a huge fan of these. They could have left these off of this mode entirely, and no one, I think, would have minded. But someone on the dev team likes 8 balls, I guess. Billiard balls, I should say. Well, technically, they're infinity balls, you know, because it's an 8, but it's sideways. Okay. Range is also good to have, and it's a danger room, so I guess I can show off what that is. So a danger room will have a random bad thing happen to you right at the start. So we'll see what we get here. No item drops, which is not a problem at all. I don't even have an item drop build. Wow, you... really? I can't believe you didn't die before. Yeah, so... oh, hello, friend. Let's just bounce up here and then... oh. Can you not... just stay where you are. There we go. Let's keep that inked. And actually, let's just booyah you. I think we can do that just fine. You'll run from everything but the booyah until it's too late. That's kind of funny. But yeah, so danger will have something bad happen to you, and you don't get anything extra for being the level. You just stave off seeing more of this stuff later. I'm going to actually reroll now. I have a little bit of money, I can mess around with it. I guess quick charge is good too. I should be taking on some harder challenges to get more money too, though, is the thing. I'm not getting a good feeling from this run for what I'm looking for, actually, but it is what it is. But yeah, as far as like the other danger things I've seen you don't get access to Pearl, you don't get to use I'm trying to think, because there's bonus challenges that I kind of confuse with this. Let's just do this. Oh, I threw that a little shallow. It's fine. Those sniper guys are annoying. But like, there's things where it's like, oh, the lights are off, or the entire ground is covered in the enemy ink, or the enemies are way stronger, or there's these homing enemies will just constantly be raining down on you the whole time, you know. Let's do the shot spread reduction. That gets me 2 chips, and it's also a harder one. But I think we can take the challenge. But, Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, no item drops. Oh, really? You're not going to show me more dangers? So the thing is with danger rooms is they are aggressive when they start showing up, and they're not supposed to. If you do them, they don't show up again for a while. It's supposed to be how it is, but I guess that wasn't quite how they wanted that to go. Yeah, the sprinkler is actually doing some work here. Oddly enough, I think the sprinkler is one of the better sub-weapons in this because it takes forever to actually, like, destroy it. Most enemies don't even destroy it. And it kind of just makes a wall of ink. And there's not really much they can do about it. So let's put a fresh one down here. So let's go right here. And that should actually help to take care of some of these enemies. This guy, you shoot all the little seeds on its head, which otherwise will produce a bunch of homing enemies. Yeah, that's a pretty simple one. You know, for being a hard one, that could have been way worse. And the shot spread reduction will help out for accuracy, too. I could get this one and just have it. Let's get it just to have it. There we go. A bunch of support chips all in a row here. I guess if there's, like, one criticism I would have of this game overall, though, it's, and this is only in the mind of, like, a completionist, but, like, I kind of dislike that certain chips keep showing up regardless of if they're like actually going to help you or not. Like, there's chips that are just for rollers and brushes that will show up when you don't have a roller and brush, like as an example, and it's like, what is the point? Why are you bringing this here if I'm not actually going to get anything out of it, you know? So that's a little annoying, and it makes the completion that much harder. There we go. Get away. It just makes the completion that much harder because you're still getting chips in the rotation that just don't help you. And even with some hacks to help out with certain things, it just still doesn't happen. Drone charge or squid attack. I'll do the vending machine again, actually. We'll see if we can get something good out of this. Because I do want to save the majority of my money for re-rolling until it starts to get a bit later in the run here. But we'll see. What do you got for me here? Okay. I'm definitely not trading up Booyah for Reef, so let's re-roll here and see what we get. Still not really what I want. That's kind of annoying. Poison Ink is good. I'm going to do one more re-roll. Ugh. I'll take some pearls and just go, I guess. That's really annoying. That's a large waste of time and money. That's the thing. Like, this is a Splatling only chip, and it does only show up when I have the Splatling, but it's not showing up enough, you know? Let's do run speed, I guess. Build up some more money to do this all over again. And yeah, and like, for the most part, that's not a huge issue, just playing the game. Like, you know, you get what you can. Like, that's just the nature of a roguelite, is you kind of have to adapt. But I don't know. It just doesn't make sense, like, to have a bunch of options that don't really help you much, like all the rush attack ones when I'm not using a weapon that has rush attacks is just kind of annoying. Well, that's all big boys. I'm gonna have to probably get out of here. Yeah, let's run. Okay, we can get this guy. This one can go at least. So that's not so bad. And let's get up somewhere high so we can do the booyah. Please. Too many enemies. Okay, and they knocked me off. That's fun. That's okay. That wasn't so bad. I should have thrown a sprinkler down. That actually would have helped out a little bit. Yeah, it's not so bad. Like, I've been enjoying it. I think all the weapons feel really fun when you get to mess around with some of these builds. Like, okay, well, this is one we don't have. I will take this one, I think. And if we're lucky, we can get 4 more of them. But we only have 10 floors left, so that's looking unlikely, but I may as well. Because we have another boss soon. So, oh yeah, this particular one. All the levels have a specific thing. Oh, here's the bonus thing. Don't jump on this level. That's not really gonna help out much. You are allotted like a couple, like a handful of ones. Oh wow, there's enemies that are spawning here. That like never happens. That's kind of strange. Well, let's just take care of these guys before we move forward, shall we? Oh, that doesn't count as a jump, does it? Okay, well maybe this won't be that bad. I thought for sure that would be a jump. But basically, if you can fulfill the extra bonus condition, you'll get some extra money. So if I can just swim... Oh, I guess that's the rub. I need to do it the whole way. That's not so bad. And as for these whole, you know, tower escort things... Oh, here we go. Alright, let's just get rid of you because you're all right there. A lot of enemies mixed in here. I can't see. So that would be nice if you could just leave me alone. There we go. Wow. Little fun little guy there. A lot of uninkable terrain here, too, which can be a bit of a problem. Let's swim up here. If that doesn't count as a jump, then I guess I can totally do this without jumping. Come on. A little bit more. Just gonna hit these little rudders as we go. I'm gonna just get rid of these people. These enemies are kind of annoying me. Whoops, I got hit. That's not fun. It took away my armor. But it's okay because I have more now. There we go. That could have been worse. And I should be getting, like, double money, basically, because I didn't jump once. Let's see what we got. Yep, 825, so there we go. That's good. I need more money. Alright, another boss. So, there's only two other options it could be. I kind of hope we don't get one of them, but I guess we'll see when it shows up. Then I have another vending machine I might do after that, and then we have, I think one more maybe after this. It's guaranteed, but I could be wrong. Okay, we got the one I wanted, actually. So this tower, asynchronous rondo, you shoot the little faces on it to knock them down, but you only have to destroy those glowing fragments or segments, but most of the time you're going to have to destroy some of these other ones to even get at it. And sometimes it just gets angry at you, which is fun. Oh, we got some homing guys coming at me. Alright, back it up a little bit, back it up a little bit. Knock you down. Whoa, these top guys are kind of a hassle. They can do a lot of damage really easily. And then this searchlight, if it sees you, will start going nuts, so... Also good to just not have that happen if possible. And now it's gone angry. Let's throw a fresh one of those down. Okay, more of the homing people. That's not so bad. There's worse things to deal with, I think. There we go. And the last one is right here. Let's go, buddy. Awesome. So that wasn't so bad. That could have been a lot worse. Having a long-range weapon helps, though. Because otherwise you kind of have to take it down one layer at a time, and that can take a bit if you're using, like, a brush or something. So that wasn't so bad. And a bunch of coins to mess with. We are incredible. Thank you. Okay, Marina. Calm down. We know you love Pearl. Okay. Let's go with the vending machine. Please give me the things I want. The problem with, like, the splatling, though, that I'm looking for is I need 5 of it. Nope. And I'm only gonna get up to 3 here, which is annoying. Come on. Yeah, that's frustrating. And yeah, like, why is this here? I don't have a reef slider, I don't have a roller or a brush, like... This is my last refund before I stop. I think I already have piercing maxed. I don't think I have sticky ink maxed, but I'm probably not going to get more of it. Let's just do it, just to boost my chances of completing something this run. You know what? I have some money left. I'll get one more piercing. There we go. A little bit of piercing is nice. And the sticky ink is nice. So we'll have to see. Okay, hindrance, damage, killer whale, drone chart. I don't like any of these. Um, and we're running out of floors, too. I'm gonna go with this one, even though it's rigorous and danger, because I need some money. And yeah, so there's one more guaranteed vending machine on 25. Well, here we go. Lights out and ink coating on a Splat Zones one. This will be interesting. Oh, it's this one. Okay. That might not be that bad, though. So, yeah, so the gimmick with this one is that you always have that, that guy that has the little seedlings that you gotta take care of always spawn up top. And then everything else kind of just spawns wherever. Alright, we're gonna do a booyah here because there's a little too much happening at once. See, that's the annoying things about the, these, little spring guys, is they make a lot of ink. We got two pieces of these, CDs here for the step-off song. Let's just do this. It's getting a little hot and heavy here. Just a little. And now, okay, now we can do the step-off song. So that will send enemies away. So we're completely fine for, you know, a couple more seconds. What I should do, I should throw a thing down there. Let's get this guy out of here. And then I'm going to throw one of these down already, because it's also very... Oh, I lost some armor from there. I'm not doing this as well as I probably could, but it's fine. There we go. That wasn't so bad. Considering it was pure blackness and I couldn't move and all that, it was fine. Okay. Yeah, see, they really don't want to give me anything good. I'm going to do one reroll here and see what we can get. Wow. You know, I've been doing good where, here, let's just get some money, I guess. Using up more space I don't really have use for, I guess. It's funny, most runs I've been able to get at least one chip maxed out for my collection, but the moment I hit record, apparently it doesn't want to give me anything. Oh well. This one's interesting since there's 5 of them. The size of the portal does seem to relate to its health, so most of these are quite big, which means it's a lot harder to break them open. I'm just going to do this now. Let's do this. Get the homing people off of me, please. There we go. That worked out well enough. Just get this one breaking down. And this can hopefully help if it gets over there. There we go. That's not so bad. I do like that you have enemies that you can occasionally use against the opponent. Like the top enemies and the spring enemies are really good for that. Here we... Okay, wow. Well... Okay, well, we got 2 of them. So if that can show up at the shop, that would be really helpful, because then I can just buy 3 there. So... The game's kind of helping me here. Alright, gotta destroy these again. So let's get this tiny one here. Just because it's right there. And then... Get this one. Try to thin some herds here, and then float away. Alright. Let's get some ink back here. Get rid of this guy, because you're annoying me. You're annoying me. What else we got? And those enemies, if you shoot their little bombs that they kind of mess around with, you can make them eat them instead, which is also kind of cool. So there's some fun enemies. I wish there were a few more enemy types, but I think they did a pretty good job of what they have. Okay, Splatling Barrage. Okay. I don't have a ton of money, really, to re-roll at this point, but we're gonna just do what we can. And hopefully, please give me the Splatling Barrage. Help me out. Well, let's do 1. 2. Okay. I have all the drone ones maxed. I know this one's maxed. I will do 1 more. Maybe just 1. Poison ink, sticky... Okay. I think I will max out sticky ink at least with this. Okay. I got at least 1 thing done, I think. And I'm just going to get the poison ink while I'm here. It's not maxed out, but it'll help out a lot. Alright. I will accept that. It means I'm going to have to do at least 1 more Splatling run, probably. But what can you do? Oh yeah, you can move the cage. That's what they were trying to say. Mobile thing by moving, sure. I'm not going to finish that one off either, but because now I don't have the space. So, you know, we got what 4 floors left of actual power-ups to get, and more or less the same amount of spaces. So it is what it is. All right, let's escort this tower. Okay, let's get rid of these guys because they're right here. There we go. Move you just a little bit more, and then we're gonna... Whoops, I wanted to glide, but I didn't jump in time. Oh well. Is what it is. That works out well enough. Let's get a CD while we're here. And then bounce over here. Well, this guy's already pretty much dead anyway. That's kind of funny. Yeah, the poison ink is clearly helping, except for these small enemies that always leave ink behind, so there's not really much I can do about that, which is annoying. Another one of you, wow. Alright, well you can just choke on that, I guess. There we go, past the checkpoint, move a little bit more. And then just along this uninkable section, which is really fun. And then just one last little flurry here. There we go. That wasn't so bad. Yeah, once you get all the hacks, this game becomes a lot easier. I know people have been maybe complaining about the difficulty a little bit. You know, feeling it's not, you know, good enough. Let's get some more range. Why not? But I think they hit a pretty decent balance. You know, like... Maybe I don't know if I'm in the minority here. I liked Octo Expansion in Splatoon 2, but not as much as some people, because it was really hard and it was really like stressful, like at times too. Because whoops, where am I? Oh, it went up. I was dumb. I thought it was gonna go forward. Never mind. Oh no, I took a little bit of scratch damage. The challenge is void. That's fine. You still get money, you just won't get the max amount, which, at this point, who cares? Not me. I don't even care. I'm so disaffected. But anyway, so, yeah, like, Octo Expansion was a little too hard for me at times. Like, the thing that got me was you were using up currency just to try the level, and then if you failed, you had to pay again. And it was like... I just kind of had like the scare of like, what if I don't have, what if I just keep failing and I run out of money? Can I just not play this DLC anymore? Wow, I almost died. That was a little scary. You know, and they have a means to keep you from that. I think Pearl Marina will just lend you money. Ooh, I only got a little bit of bonus from that one shot. Uh-oh. Oh, hey, look, a thing that I could have gotten that they didn't give me. Splat ink recovery. I guess we'll get piercing. Yeah. So I think I at least filled out sticky ink. As a chip, I guess. I think. But we'll see. I'll have to double check my results when we're done here. This one's not so bad, but you do have to start it a specific way. The piercing really helps here. Let's get that CD. I want that CD. I'm sorry, like, I will feel this definitely isn't, like, the best run to showcase how ridiculously strong you can get, but I definitely do feel it. Like, my mobility is a lot better. The piercing really, really helps with missions like this. And, like, really, here we go, step off song time. That'll make this one a lot easier. In fact, we'll even have time to get this one, I think. And my swim speed is pretty strong, too. Yeah, so the Booyah didn't really do much to that because that's such a huge portal, but then the poisoning kicked in and everything else. That wasn't so bad. That was far from unreasonable. But yeah, it wasn't so bad. Yeah, like, this isn't the best kit here, but I think there's still some fun stuff involved. I feel like I have to show this off, even though I don't care about the power up here. Even though it is danger, I'm gonna risk it. So this is a very infamous level that can crop up. Cruel Sisyphean 8-shaped floor. You know about you know Sisyphus, right? Oh, I'm gonna have homing guys coming after me the whole time. Okay, good enough. Good to know. Okay, as long as I can ink it from up here, that's actually not going to be that bad. But basically, the whole point of this level, it's like Sisyphus, where you're throwing that rock up the hill, only for it to be destined to, you know, fall and not actually accomplish anything. So the idea here is that you are constantly having these guys, the sprinkler guys, coming up and just destroying your hard work, and constantly re-inking everything, like over there. So, of course, having these homing guys coming in for me is not fun, but it could be worse. So this one's good, which means the other one is not good, as they are trying to get away over here. But honestly, I have a long-range weapon, which really helps. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to actually reach. Nope, it was not enough. Good to know. So yeah, if my range was just a tiny bit better, this mission wouldn't really be that bad. And the homing guys is the actual problem here, which is not normally a thing that happens, so... There we go. That could have been way worse. Depending on your weapon, that is a really rough match, though. You gotta constantly zip around and recover both ones. I could have thrown a sprinkler down now that I think of it, so that could have been better. But that's fine. And yeah, I've lost track of how many times I've done this at this point. But here we are at the final boss. Not my favorite build here, not the best build, I think, to showcase what you can get, as far as like a really focused one. I've had a build with the Charger, actually, where I had max range and homing shots, and just would finish some missions instantly. So here's Smollusk, the big villain behind it all, the world's weirdest training dummy, the worst nightmare, woo-woo. You know, a fun villain, I suppose. I appreciate the ooh speak. I was not expecting that the first time playing this. But yeah, this boss is pretty simple. It's just take out the portals, and then those will break the shield, and then we can just rough them up from there. Which, really, really good to have piercing, because that in turn makes everything that much easier. I think I just take this guy out in a single volley. Just about. There we go. A little extra. My damage could be a little bit higher. Let's get things inked while we kind of wait for those portals to pop up here. Thank you, Pearl. That's very nice. Yeah, Pearl hasn't been able to really do much this run. I didn't really spec into her at all. And there's all the different specific ones that you can get if you again choose to spec into it. Come on. If you choose to if you choose to get like all the different drone chips and hacks activated, you'll. Oh, here we go. This is the. You're moving quite fast there, buddy. It's a stingray. Every competitive Splatoon 2 player's favorite special. All right, final checkpoint here. See, I'm making pretty quick work of this boss, but it is pretty tough, especially if you do like a no-hack run, because that damage really starts to build up. Like, pretty much everything is a one-shot if you get hit by so like the stingray especially is very difficult. Like I have like swim speed up, right? So that's really helping. You can also don't forget to glide. Gliding is very, very helpful. If you could just stop. There we go. And I might. Nah, we'll save the booyah if we can. Ooh, that was not the best use. Okay, now we have to. That's a waste. It's my own fault, though. I'm getting cocky. Alright. Now he's doing some super chumps. Oh, can I get the... that would have been nice to have that. Oh, well. There's another one over there, I think. You guys could, clear the way. That'd be nice. Oh, he's doing Reef Slider now. Oh, did that stop him doing that, or not? I don't know. I'm playing very fast and loose here, despite, nearly dying, like, twice. Yeah, the swim speed boost is very nice. That's for sure. Okay, there's the tentacle wall. So that's what killed me the very first time I got here. Let's do a booyah to finish you off. Because he knocked me off the stage. Uh-oh. I don't want to get Reef Slidered. There we go. Yeah, he knocked me off stage, and then it shield broke me, and then as the tentacles came down, I could not get away. So that was a fun one, but look who's laughing now. I'm super tough, they even said. Please come and play again sometime, sure. Whatever you say, buddy. Okay, actually, that's not so bad. 22 minutes. That's, for me at least, that's not bad. The fastest I've done is like 19 minutes, I think. That could have been worse. And then, we get a bunch of points for that. So everything you get on you will be converted into pearls, which you then do for your permanent upgrades. So let me double check. I think I did fill out sticky ink. So yeah, we did. Okay. So I get the full blurb here from Oct and Marina and Pearl there. Okay. That's not so bad. So I at least got something. Actually, I have done almost all of the support ones now. I still have Splat Ink Recovery and the Brella cooldown. So I still have to do a few of the weapon-specific ones. Like if you look at the Splatling Barrage, I've only said it 1 or 2 times, not even 3 in a single run. It seems very, very elusive for some reason. So it is what it is. But that was fun. So that was just a quick look at Side Order. I'll hopefully have this uploaded soon. You know, the next season has started already, so I will, be covering that in some respects. There's going to be a big run soon. There's going to be a Splatfest soon, as well as the Spring Fest at some point soon as well. So there's still a lot of stuff going on in Splatoon 3. I'm glad that there's still stuff coming out for it. And, yeah, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Say goodbye, Pearl.